So these days, it's obvious that software and businesses, go hand in hand. And in Pillarcraft, we strongly believe that adopting technologies, softwares have the ability to efficiently scale a business, no matter whatever size it is. Small businesses, medium scale businesses, large businesses. Once you're able to adopt the right technology, definitely there's going to create technology usually creates scaling opportunities. So most businesses, either you are already adopting a technology in your business, or you are about to adopt a technology, because at this point in the space of technology, there is virtually a software for a task or a processes you're about to do. So one of the things that I usually come across in terms of questions, especially when we are trying to adopt or trying to migrate or deploy technology for businesses, is that question of, I've gotten already a fees for somebody trying to set me up. Why are you talking of implementation? Why not setup? So usually you will have heard a lot of terminologies regarding setup, implementation, solution implementation, and all that. Now, so in this video, our attempt to explain and unbundle for you, at least clear your mind in terms of the various terminologies you must have heard and the various skill set that are involved at these various, should I say, spectrum of terminologies. So to help you, so that you don't even fall into the trap that I call the setup trap, and then you'll be able to better appreciate your discussion or whatever you're having discussion with anybody that is helping you in terms of technology setup, technology implementation, so that you get the best in terms of whenever you're trying to achieve this. Now, please note, I will use what I consider terminologies that I've heard. The space for solution, software technology is still very new, we're in its infancy stage, and therefore it's evolving, and therefore I may use some technology terminologies that may not be what you've heard about them. But the whole idea is to give you the context that will help you in terms of this discussion. Therefore, you don't get lost whenever we are talking and calling all these terminologies. So, first, at the base of this is system setup. Now, please note that I, as a person, Pillarcraft as a firm, we have actually gone through these various stages of, should I say, skill set. So I'll be speaking basically as somebody that's gone through various stages of it and tell you where we are at the moment in terms of Pillarcraft and how we kind of support businesses. So to me, the lowest part of the spectrum is setup. And usually that is what most people businesses, they tend to offer business a setup service. Now, solution setup is, in fact, most business owners can actually do it themselves if the patience maybe to go on the internet, maybe YouTube, like you found this video too. There are videos, maybe done by the software's vendor, or maybe a person that has a lot of experience in that particular setup and has done a video to guide you through the setup on the internet. So there's a lot of videos on the internet that shows how you could set up a software. For example, Xero, which is one of the things we do in Pillarcraft. There are videos on telling you how to set up various parts or modules of Xero, payroll, fixed asset, the company setup, organizational setup, and all that. So usually there's one person that maybe has set up 2 organizations on Xero, can go around offering their service to people and saying to people, I can actually set up your Xero for you. Now, the end result of setting up process or setting up service is basically technical setup. It is divorced from your business objective that you are trying to achieve. So setting up Xero, what you expect as an output is just Xero setup, and then you start using it. Will it achieve the objective of proper financial reporting? That is not in setup. Is not in setup services. And the other part of the spectrum, which we also see, these days that's coming up here and there, is those business coaches or process or people that are involved in process alignment or stuff. Some of them don't have idea of how to set up this softwares. What they have idea is they have a good understanding of what a business realignment should be, and they come generally to businesses to explain to them, oh, we can help you automate your process. They've not been in terms of setting up some of this software before, so they tend to now approach the setup business or implementation business to say, I'm dealing with this business and they want a accounting software. I've recommended Xero accounting software to them. Can you help them set them up? Now, there's also a challenge in those areas, because one of the things that happen is that there's usually, it's not always, the business coach may not really have a understanding of the business objective, or sometimes may not also understand how the software should play in the role of achieving the objective the business is trying to achieve, because the business coach is not an technical person. For example, you have somebody that's advised a business to use Xero, accountant, therefore may not really understand some of the reporting objective of that business. Maybe is a farm, for example, how to treat agricultural assets and all those things. They may not really have understanding of that. Now, at the middle of the spectrum, which is an implementer, the implementer should have a lot of business coaching skills, coupled with the skills, the technical softwares. And how does an implementer work? The implementer work in almost like a templated way. One is that first understanding what you are trying to achieve. What is the business objective? Now, setting up aside from making sure it's easy for your bookkeeping and accounting to be done in real time, there is a general objective of making sure that you're able to report what the business, how they actually, before you have an eye oversight, overseeing the data. Your KPIs are properly aligned and you're able to review those KPIs on a continuous basis. So, but also the person has a lot of understanding technicalities in the setup. Therefore, having the ability to customize it to suit your objective. So an implementer must have a lot of understanding of setup and also ability to be able to achieve his objective that is set out to achieve in setting up the system. Now, there's also the what we call the solution implementation, which is basically you come to a like PillarCraft, for example, and you say to us, I'm a wholesale business and I want to capture all the things around my wholesale. Think about maybe 2-3 softwares. For example, if you're an e-commerce business, I will bring Shopify and then integrate it with Xero and have a solution for you. So this involves business achieve its objective. So by and large, setup, the objective of setting up is the technical setup of the software. There is nothing more to it. However, implementation is ensuring that the software that has been set up actually is set up in such a way that it matches the objective of the business. So it involves reviewing the business objective, capacity of the users, gap analysis and all that, to be able to now arrive at a point where the business is the software that the business actually set up matches what they are trying to achieve. So I hope I've been able to throw some light on these issues around software's setup, software implementation, solution implementation, and be able to guide in your journey into using software for your business. Thank you for your time.